All right. Oh, happy day 7. We are ready to go, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just now joining us in on the Be the Shift challenge, you are not late. You are on time because everything is in divine order. This is your season. This is your breakthrough. A fresh anointing is seeking you, honey. And so, listen, we have been talking to many of the women in our tribe who know that there is something very special about you. This solar eclipse set off an energy that many of us are aware of, particularly those of us who pay attention to our own energy, and we're sensitive to shifts. If you can feel certain things during the full moon, I'm talking to you. If you tap in with me on the astrology, I'm talking to you. If you are aware that something is about to pop off, I'm talking to you. If you have been in the midst of a storm or uncertainty, but yet you know that you have these spiritual tools, I'm talking to you because it's time to use the tools. It's time to release the roles that make you shrink, make you go into fear-based consciousness and fear-based conversations. There is no greater time to use what you have been studying, what you've been affirming, what you've been exploring, and what you have been integrating than a time in a season such as this. The Shift Everything Challenge is not new. This is a reboot because the shift has not stopped. It has continued and it will continue because we have 19 more years with Pluto being in Aquarius. Okay. And so this season is not to be taken lightly. And so if you have been receiving the other 6 sacred prompts, then I am talking to you. If you have been in the portal and coming to have the unpacking sessions, which have been next level, shout out to the tribe. Shout out to you if you are in the portal, because most of you who are in the portal are walking with something very special, very different, and you've said yes to becoming the priestess of your own household in some way. You've either experienced the fab factor. Some of you are juicy she roses. If you are a juicy she rose, drop a rose in the comments. If you are a juicy butterfly and you're just now returning home, drop a butterfly in the comments. If you are the I am her, the new I am her, standing up for the next level of the call, I want to acknowledge you because you are the ones who know something so different. And you are saying, yes, you're not running, you're not hiding, you're not waiting to be chosen, be picked. You didn't go back to your comfort zone. You kept moving forward on your She Rose journey. Come on, Juicy She Rose. There's one. There's one. Okay, where are you, girl? Where your sisters at? Oh, wait a minute. There's another. And Megan, I have to thank Megan for. Oh my God, I got a special thank you for Megan. And come on, there's another. Dee Dee. Come on, where the juicy she roses. Yes, yes, yes. And you too, who's watching, can be she rose. The she rose represents the one who is taking the heroine's journey to rise to be the priestess of her own household. You don't see some of these programs out in the public because first you got to get through the first gate, and the first gate will be you being able to shift everything. Is wait a minute, A Jones, are you a she? No, y'all not she roses. Come on, look at them claiming y'all's the title. You might y'all not she roses. You are butterfly, Tamara. A Jones. Who is A Jones? Who is that? I don't want to tell us what the A is for, because we got an A in there. So today, y'all, we are going to the last day. We're closing out this process. Last night was so spirited. Today on Shift Talk was so spirited. So again, I'm going to review the sacred prompts. Okay, you're new. You're a fab factor. You can put fab in there. You one of the juicy seven. So any of you who have experienced the fab factor, you are a juicy seven. That's our shortcut for the fab factor, because it's 7 days of being introduced to your juicy. Come on now. So you are one of the juicy seven, honey. There's some folks have the J5. Y'all know the Jackson 5. Y'all are the J7s. Okay. Shayla Crump, claim your juicy seven. Come on now. I love it. I love it. That's why we are family in here. So we've been on a sacred journey to be the shift. On day 1, you questioned the norm. On day 2, you embraced your inner rebel. On day 3, you were prompted to lead without labels. On day 4, you owned your difference. On day 5, you asked bold questions. On day 6, you redefined success. All right. So tell me now, who is who's willing to say which day really you got the belly leap that shifted something for you? How to put, I want you to drop the day, especially if you've been in the unpacking session and you got the belly leap. What day was the day that made your belly leap? The question, the prompt that made your belly leap. Come on now, talk to me. Because today we're going to go a little higher to close out this process that is my love offering to you. Now, what you do with it is your love offering to yourself. Day 7 is today, Megan. We hadn't even done day 7. Your belly leap is today. Okay. All right. Aline said day 3 was her day for her belly leap. Okay. Okay. Megan says day 6 was her day. Oh yeah, I remember in our unpacking session. Tia says day 2 was her day. Yes, indeed. Come on now. And if you're just getting in here, you're at the 0 point. That's where mother gives birth, at the 0 point. Come on now. All right. So today, day 7, celebrate the shift. Celebrate the shift. Sometimes we are so busy doing the work that we forget to celebrate the moments when shift is happening. All right, Sabrina said day 2. That was her day. I got something to tell y'all tonight on what shifted me today. Celebration is a part of my ministry of pleasure, celebrating yourself. Juicy is a part of that. It's so funny that Juicy even came up tonight, because how can you be juicy when chaos is happening? How can you be juicy when you don't know what's next, that you're in an uncertain place? Because it's so easy for women to become dehydrated and forget about being juicy. Joyfully unveiling intimacy's creative yes. Does your yes go out of the window when the ish hits the fan? I know sometimes we want to say, forget this. I didn't know that it was going to be like this. I know we want to do it. We want to say, forget it. Because why? Because I've been there. I know what it is. I know how it is to say, you can have this back. But celebrating the shift is about integration and embodiment. How many workshops have you taken? How many of you have said, I'm doing the affirmations, I'm saying I'm eating clean? How many of you have evaluated your journey and thought that you weren't doing enough of something? because many of us have been taught to be performative through religion. So if I'm good, if I do all these things, then it's a if then statement. So you come in to your awakening with the if then. And then when you don't get what you want, you quit. You fall back. You say it doesn't work. Forget all that. I'm going back to the old way. I'm going back to the old church. I ain't doing nothing. That's witchcraft. Forget all of that. Of course, that's none of you. And so when we talk about the sacred prompt today, the question that we get to go into is, what shift have I made this week that I'm most proud of? What shift have I made this week that I'm most proud of? Michelle, I shouted you out on earlier today. So if you can join us tonight and let us love on you. This is a day of reflection and harvest, much like the season that we're in. Celebrate the inner rebel. How many of you have thought that you did something wrong? And so when you look at your life, it's so easy to evaluate your progress or think that you have not made progress because you don't have something. Acknowledge the transformation. Can you acknowledge how you've transformed just by the choice to keep on nourishing yourself in the places that maybe in your family line there's been some type of amnesia and you're the only one that chose to awaken and to remember? Because everybody else is doing traditional. Everybody else is on a program. Go to work, come home, watch these TV shows, or watch these blog about it, get up, do it again, go to the family church, go to this thing. And if you don't follow that program, then something's wrong with you. How many of you am I talking to that you've been there? How many of you started, stop, came in, quit, came in, forgot? You forgot the principles. So you don't know how to integrate or embody, so that as soon as life happens, then that's when you quit on yourself. How many of you have quit on yourself when life has happened? And question whether it's real, whether doing affirmations, whether being positive is real, whether because it's beyond woo-woo-ness of just being positive. Celebrate the shift. What shift have you made in this last month? I'm adding that. And if you haven't shifted, and oftentimes when you can't do a shift, when you can't, I've driven with, it's like a stick shift. Many of us are trained to drive a car on automatic. Oh my God, thank you, Spirit. Most of us are trained to just go to the gear and push the pedal. But when you get trained on a stick shift, on a manual, you have to be cognizant of how to move it and if you don't do the right motion of pressing the acceleration and shifting the gear, the car it'll cut off on you. It's the most terrifying feelings in LA traffic or on a highway. And it's cool when you get into the gear and it's going fast, or going to the highest gear, and you're driving and you think you're still on driving like an automatic. But then when you got to put on brakes, that means you got to shift the gear. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I didn't plan this part. I didn't write this in my notes. That ought to bless somebody who knows what I'm talking about. And if you don't know how to drive a shift stick, is what we call it, a manual transmission. If you don't know how to drive it, and you've oftentimes only driven automatic, that can be a testimony for your life. You've only been on automatic. And when you get a higher calling to see, to be, to do, to have, to interrupt, to disrupt the old program over and over again until you see what you say. Because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with who? A God out there, a God up there, a God over there, a God over there, a God behind you, or the God within, as, through, and all around you. In the beginning was the Word. So until we see what we say, then tell me, then what are we doing? What are we doing? Getting into debates online? Is that what we're doing? Or letting the folks on the news tell you what to think, what to believe without question? Okay, keep going. Somebody say, keep going, LaTanya, keep going. Because I don't want to go there. I want this to be timeless for someone who comes in when all of this is over and we're in the Jubilee season. Because baby, the Jubilee season is coming. And after we shift, we'll have a Jubilee celebration, 7 days of Jubilee. But in this moment, before you get to Jubilee, know that you didn't just think different. You became different. And that deserves to be witnessed. That's why we have processes. That's why we have sacred work. Because many of us as women have not been witnessed properly. We've been evaluated, we've been criticized, we've been judged. And that's what makes women afraid of other women. That's what makes women afraid to be in community. Because of your orientation to being in process, in your family, in your sorority, in your church. That's why church people hide. They run and hide and do everything under the, and mosque people. This ain't just church people, and mosque people, and ATR people. When you have a religious mind about one thing, you have a religious mind about many things. When you've been dogmatic about one thing, it'll show up in your veganism. It'll show up in the way you relate to other people. Oh, somebody say, keep going, LaTanya. Get off of my street. This isn't just personal. You shifted something ancestral when you answered the sacred prompt. The fact that you're even willing, because the answer lives in the same room as the question. The answer lives in the same room as the question. You shifted something that you needed to shift to make room for more. You interrupted a pattern of just being on automatic. You opened a new timeline for yourself by choice rather than by force. Many of us are in situations where we're being forced to open a new timeline. Humanity is on a precipice. It's about collapse or co-creation. While one thing is falling down, this is the opportunity for us to get into the seat of co-creation. And this season is not about your cerebral knowingness. This is about your ritual. This is about your ability to embody. This is somatic. This is shadow work. This is communal work or play. This humanity is on a precipice. Is it obedience or liberation? Your comfort zones will make you obedient because you do not want to disrupt them. And so many people's comfort zone was disrupted at 12 o'clock midnight. And so because and so now you look, and then there was some, I understand, who submitted resignations, but we're not going to get into that, because even that came to pass. It's not the first time. Humanity is on a precipice. Fear or frequency? What's your frequency? What's your vibe? How do you feed it? How do you need to nurture it? What do you need right now? I want you to talk black to me a little bit, because it's in the dark spaces of our mind that we get to enter into and confront the the enemies within, so that we can create a new reality, instead of looking and letting somebody else tell you we have jumped onto a new timeline. You are a reality creator. Your belief shapes new realms. Your beliefs, your knowing, really, it's not just about, we're out of the season of believer. That was the Piscean age. The Piscean age was the age of the believer. The Aquarian age is the age of the knower, the need to know, or what you don't know will be revealed. Whether it's going to be revealed on the outside in Hollywood, if it's going to be revealed in government, if it's going to be revealed in your family, your bloodline, if it's going to be revealed in you. Your rituals plant futures. Oh, come on, somebody. My husband just went outside and planted some seeds, because the change of season means that you got to have a seed in the ground. It's a new crop coming. There's a winter crop coming. You can't plant summer crop during winter, but somebody will tell you nothing grows when it's cold, but that's not true. That's why in this harvest season, you're reaping what you've already sown. The universe right now is showing the people what we're seeing is we're reaping what has been sown. The lies that we've been told. Anyway, wait a minute, y'all. I'm going too long. Woo! Lord have mercy. It's the last day. This is supposed to be get in, get out. That's why this is the last day. So this is come on now. Your courage activates others to be yourself, to be different. There is somebody who's looking at you, your courage to do it different, to sing the song different. You keep waiting on somebody else. It's you. You're waiting on Big Mama to call the family together. Y'all waiting on Big Mama or Big Auntie to call. No. The boomers have amnesia. The Gen Xers have become so disassociated at different times that we have to reclaim ourselves and call the pieces of ourselves back to ourselves. Somebody say, keep going, LaTanya. Go on, shut up. It ain't Sunday. It ain't Sunday. This is just the end of the 7-day prompt. Now I want to give you another one. What shift have I made that future generations will thank me for? What shift have I made that future generations will thank me for? Celebration is spiritual work. Pleasure is spiritual work. Pleasure is medicine. It is not sin. It is not sin to explore the desires of your heart. It is not sin to be in relationship with your flesh. How could your flesh be condemned when God made it? Because every breakthrough deserves joy. So, baby, I'm inviting you to dance, to pray, to laugh, to cry, to sing like nobody's watching. I think I have it on my cup. Dance, love, sing, live. Let your body testify that shift is real. This is a somatic journey that we're on. There are going to be times where we might need to go outside and scream or talk to the moon. There's more than one of them. It's more than one sun. We've been told that it's only one of this and one of that, just like they told you it's only going to be one husband, one wife, one this. God is multifaceted in us, as us, and through us. One season you might have identified this way, and another season you identify another way. Don't get stuck in anybody's box. And guess what? If you real gangster with it, then you can be a spiritual, multilingual, spiritual multilingual. Because I can move in and out of different circles to help shift me. If I know now, because I've been willing to let one go and explore another. Somebody that might be too advanced for some people. That might make some folks uncomfortable, because I know that some of you sit in executive positions. Some of you are leading churches. Yeah, see, y'all don't know, but my church friends watch me. Yep. But they're not ready to move yet, because they don't want to lose the pension. They don't want to lose the congregation. But there's also some friends in my circle that have lost everything when they've awakened. They've shifted everything, not by choice, but because they couldn't allow their soul to suffocate any longer. And this is also reaping and sowing, because when you know better and you don't do better, I'm talking to you, spiritual leaders. You study metaphysics in private, and you don't want anybody to know that you do it, because they may judge. You're afraid of what you're going to lose. Okay, but we're still celebrating the shift. We're still celebrating this shift. I'm talking to you who have tasted what it feels like to disrupt the norm, driving automatic, because now it's time for us to embody the shift. I'm inviting you to join the portal. I'm inviting you to enroll in the 21-day shift everything process, to go deeper, to reframe, to reposition, to refresh, to revive yourself by your own doing. Because this world needs leaders, not followers. And leaders doesn't mean that you're always in the front of the room with the microphone. You may be somewhere behind the scenes, behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz. When Dorothy was going to go see the Wizard of Oz, she was looking for an answer. But the only for the Oz to say, it's in you. Click your heels, baby, 3 times. I'm talking to builders, not beggars. I'm talking to creators, not just consumers. And if you're ready to come to the portal, if you're ready to do the 21-day process, if you want to come in, listen, I've made it today available to you. Right now, today. I think I have the link, because I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to soul you. Soul you. Talk to your soul. You are the shift. Can we build a new reality for ourselves first? Because it's really none of your business. Cardi B is none of your business. Nicki Minaj is none of your business. Huh? Mind your own business. Isn't it enough happening in your own life? Isn't it enough happening in your own world? I'm just, let me speak for myself, because I'm talking to myself too. You see how I'm getting all spirited? I get in my own face when I forget who I am. When I start to pretend like I'm normal and I'm average. I'm not. I'm not. Oh, I am Faye. Oh, my beloved. Thank you so much. You are so amazing. I love you, Ojere. The fact that you are over here supporting your sister like that, I love you. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. I actually have a link for you, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. So I'm dropping it in here. I don't know if you can see this it only shows up on YouTube. But if you comment, I am the shift, I am the shift, I will send it. I will come back and personally make sure you get this today. $44. Now, if you watch this on another day and this video is not edited, you may not be able to get this particular special. It pays to be in the room. But I promise you, it will not be more than some of your good pair of shoes. Okay. Now, I want to close out with this because I got to calm myself down. I got to calm myself down a little bit. In closing, I want you to celebrate the inner work that you are doing. See, because when you're in anxiety and worry, you attract more of it. When you're entering into conversations with people who have not done the work that you've done, you can't expect them to rise or to take you higher. You got to get down in the mud with them. You didn't come to just consume content. Some of you have been uncomfortable being the shift. You asked questions. You pulled back the veil. You made sacrifices. You may have ran. You may have gotten arrogant. You may have talked and gossiped about people because you didn't like how somebody said it, or they triggered your mother wound or your daddy issues. But that's yours. That's not in for anybody else to be responsible for, because if you jump out of here and go somewhere else, you're going to see it again. So name the bigger picture. The systems we grew up in are unraveling economically, politically, and spiritually. And some churches, some of your congregations have not caught up yet, because you are the church. You are the tabernacle. You are the holy ground. But that's not something to fear or be mad about. We're being called to build something new. At first, the original church was in people's tribes, in people's homes. Do you know that? And then I want you to come into this process so you can learn reality creator language, so that when you get into the Fab Factor, you come to the Juicy She Rose journey, or whatever we're doing that is shamanic, that is metaphysical, that is next level spiritual advancement. You're not saying, I don't understand the energy language. I don't understand it. Start where you can. You're not here to adapt to broken systems. You're here to be the new architect of new economies that's not just transactional. You're here to do new rituals, new agreements, new wealth templates. This is where divine rebellion meets divine design. You do need to come and get a blueprint reading with me. Come and get your blueprint reading, because many of us are functioning off of somebody else's design. That you heard me talk about how we live in a generator world, when you may not be a generator. You may be a manifesting generator. You may be a projector. Do you even know your own archetype? Because it gives you information. Break free from the waiting paradigm. We're waiting for permission from governments that don't love us. When 80% of people who receive that, or that 80% of women who were pregnant lost their babies, that government? Okay, hush, Latanya. Corporations or broken religious systems waiting on permission from that? You are the frequency keeper. You are the paradigm shifter. We are the founders of a future, an unprecedented future. So I am calling you. I've given you a love offering of 6 days, pouring. This is not enrollment. This is activation, not obligation, because don't come with no obligation energy. Save that for the other people, the other institutions. If this week stirred something in you, don't shrink back. Come into a space where your evolution is supported. That's what the portal is, where your evolution is supported. Is there an admission in the portal? Yes, but it was free for 2 years. Learn to be a first responder. Learn to listen to your intuition, and learn to be an investor. That's 3 eyes. Isn't that what they call in this comment? I couldn't remember during shift talk. They're calling this comment 3I. I couldn't remember it earlier when we were talking. Isn't that ironic? That just kind of fell out of my mouth. Affirm and close with power. Don't just return to the scroll. Don't just big up me. Return to your calling. Return to your self-discovery. Choose to be the woman who builds altars. Choose to be the woman who builds business, and the men who love us. Choose to be the woman that builds generational wealth, all from her soul's alignment. And yours truly, this quote is from yours truly. In our deepest knowing, we are the ancestors of the future that only courage can birth. I said that. Woo! But James Baldwin said the world changes according to the way people see it. And if you can alter, even by a millimeter, the way people look at reality, then you can change reality. That's James Baldwin. And then my final quote of the night: celebration is not the denial of suffering. It is the declaration that our joy is non-negotiable. And that's by Adrienne Maree Brown. That's why when we go line dance, where them fans at? I'm looking for my fan. Where them fans at? Hit it one time. Whoa, I got my boots on the ground. Hey, whoa, I got my boots on the ground. See, you don't just have to dance in church. When we dance, we're spreading ashes. We're ritualing. We're going higher. This is Hoodoo Heritage Month, and even though this will be timeless, this video will be timeless, but remember the people of Haiti. They chanted, they sang, and they praised. And when the French came, they thought that there was triple in the numbers. Don't let anybody sway you from your celebration to say that people are suffering. How could you be so happy? Because that's the divine override that wants to trick you into reluctance, into hesitation. Celebration can be an override to trauma-informed responses like religious shame, lineage wounds, over-responsibility, perfectionism, spiritual bypassing. That's what your celebration can do. That's what your pleasure as medicine can do. So let me tell you. This love offering is my act of obedience to spirit. I don't know how I fit this in. Right now, we're supposed to be in session with the advanced level of process that we have going on. The ladies gave me grace tonight. And I gave myself grace. Because I model for them to be able to say yes to something, because I saw people hurting. I've been in sessions with people. And then too, I have not been exempt. There have been doors that have closed that I thought were going to be open and carry me to the next level of one thing, only to be redirected to another thing. There have been family members who are, like I said, in between worlds right now. There have been things on the inside of me that made me want to just say, look, I'm ready to run away from home. The day of people being in front of you and pretending like they're exempt and all of that. No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay to have a soft leader and know that they are strong. It's okay to lead from your feminine because your feminine is not weak. It's okay to be flawed and imperfectly perfect and still be a masterpiece, a work of art. So I've dropped the link. If you're on Facebook, look, Shayla said, you showing out tonight. This is the me you all get privately. A lot of people don't get a chance to see all of this, right? But I do want to go through your comments because I just wanted to release this. I feel so relieved. Whew, Lord have mercy. Ooh. Okay, so let me just catch up to what you all been saying. Where do I start? But if you're ready, you all know this is Holy Shift season. Holy Shift season. Holy Shift. Holy Shift. I see you. Yes, my joy is non-negotiable. Yes, Megan. Giving grace to self is what future generations will thank us for. It's a shift from judgment. Come on, talk to me. Talk good to me. Talk like you know what you're doing. Embodied. Come on now. Celebration, integration, and embodiment. Not a denial of suffering. Come on, y'all feeling that. You getting it. You getting it. I'm in the Jubilee season. Yes, they are unraveling. Yes, yes, yes. Someone said, I needed to hear this. Give thanks. Give thanks, my loves. Give thanks. I've had enough business to mind on my own. Yes. And bring your friends. Introduce them. Let this be the Bible study because you're the Bible that you haven't read yet. You're the Holy Scriptures that you haven't written down yet. You haven't written the vision and made it plain. You haven't been the one speaking over your own life because you let somebody else speak over yours. So today, tell a friend to tell a friend that the 21-day shift, everything is open. We go live on Sunday, and after that, if you watch this video, it will be available to you to do at your self pace, and it's absolutely nothing that is going to stop you from doing it at this pace because it meets you right where you are. So I love you all tonight. We're getting ready to go into the portal, into our Zoom room, and unpack this for those who've had a belly leak. If you're not in the portal, this might be a good night to go to the link in my bio that's down here. And listen, look, Ghana is in the room. Come on, Ghana. Come on, Ghana. The link is in my bio so that you can get the $44 rate. It's only going to be up for 24 hours, and then it won't be much more than that afterwards. However, don't wait. Do a demonstration. I love you too. It's 12 o'clock midnight, y'all, and my sister is showing up. Thank you for your sisterhood, but most of all, I pray that it has been something that serves you. Okay. Look, they love you, Dr. Tina. Yes, Michelle Davis said, future generations will thank me for authenticity and giving them permission to be present. Talk your talk. Come on now. Tamara Baskin is saying, I am shifting. I am Holy Shift. Come on now. I am Holy Shift. All right. Even when you want to say the other with no F in it. Okay, so we're going to close out so I can save a little energy for our discussion. And actually, it's not draining at all, because you all are so highly charged that when we come together, we create a womb that charges each other up so that we can give birth to what's being born on the inside of us, because all of us are carrying something special. And I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Shout out to George Straughter and Sheila, who will be on Shift Talk real soon, has a new book. He's a preacher that turned into a shaman, or a shaman always was a shaman that took the delayed route of preaching. I don't know. Sometimes they all go together. Shout out to all of my shamanic family. I love you again. My Rebirth family, my Juicy family, my Hillside family, my Inner Visions family. I got family, baby. I got family. The rejected and the despised. And shout out to my bloodline family, because everything that I told myself about that is not even true either. That's right. Even the old stories of my past are not even true, because, hey, when a little girl has a broken heart and nobody fills it up with the love and with the answers she makes in, she fills the blank. That might be you too. Come shift it. Come shift, come shift, come shift. 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 I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you on the other side. The link will be available. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Transmission